Welcome to another year of Impact. I'm Lucas and we'll be right back. This year we've been working on a variety of projects for the show that we've grouped into categories. Since most of our athletes begin their school year in the fall, let's head over to Salisbury sporting events first.
Boys and girls soccer. There was a lot of negative and positive outcomes within the Salisbury boys and girls soccer. It wasn't a bad season for the girls because they made it to the playoffs. They trained hard, played hard, and supported each other. That's how they got that far. Same with the boys. We didn't have the best season, but we still had a lot of fun. We had a small team with a lot of freshmen and sophomores. However, we still played hard and we did our best to win against better teams.
having ups and downs just as we had last year. We're learning our attributes. We're trying to fix little tweaks here and there. Unfortunately, the year didn't go as planned, but you know, I'm still glad to be here with these kids. I'm still glad to support them throughout their soccer season, and I'm glad they're here to support me through my senior year, my last year playing soccer. It was a great journey. I loved it all. No matter the losses, no matter the winnings, it's still all the same. I still enjoyed it all. So, yeah.
My favorite memory from soccer is definitely when Diego was trying to take off his jacket after we won districts a few years ago. It was pretty funny.
My favorite soccer memories, I have two memories. One memory consists of a whole bunch, which is going to be all of the pasta parties that we had. Every single time we have a pasta party, it just feels like we're one big family, and it just feels great to eat with your teammates, conversate, talk about the season, talk about how, you know, how we could work on our attributes in the game, and especially 2 years ago, my sophomore year, when we ended up winning districts, and that was one of the greatest feelings. I remember seeing the goal. I remember seeing Mason heading the ball in, and you know, it was just a great feeling to see. We all ran, we all exhilarated with happiness, and it was just a great time. I enjoyed it. I can remember it perfectly, and those are my two favorite memories from soccer.
Yeah, it's definitely really difficult to balance school and soccer. You know, soccer takes up a lot of time, like I said. You know, sometimes we have night games and we get home really late. You're tired, you know, you either come off a tough loss or whatever, but you still got to do all this work and you got to stay up late. But, you know, when you sign up for soccer, you make that commitment, so it's all worth it in the end.
So is it hard to balance school and soccer? Just a little bit. The timing, there's not much time to get your schoolwork done. For example, like we might have night games, which can take from 4:45 all the way to around 8:30, and getting, you know, you probably get home at like 9 p.m. So you get home at 9 p.m. and you have all this work to do because you have, you know, a whole bunch of classes, and it could get tough at times. So really what you would just have to focus on is soccer and school. You know, you're gonna have to put away hanging out with friends and stuff like that. It'd be much better to put that away, put it away to the side. Focus, you know, you're committed to soccer, so you signed up for it. It's better to, you'll have a good time. You won't have a stressful time with school and soccer if you just focus on those two.
Waiting for the final game.
For a team to be successful, I think it's definitely important to have a good attitude. You know, you can't be negative towards your teammates. You got to always be positive and pick each other up when you're down, because if you go at each other, you know, you're not really a team. You're just kind of playing for yourself, and that's not what a team's all about. If I didn't have soccer in my life, honestly, I don't really know what I'd be doing with all that extra time. Like, it takes up a large chunk of my life, so I really wouldn't know.
Moving with the motion, following the light that sets me free.
I think seeing a lot of good leaders come before me for a few years, and also just being a big part of the program, being involved in a lot of plays. I've developed a sense of maturity on the field, and just being able to lead some of the younger girls and get the team to a win is what's definitely led me to be a good leader on the field. My favorite memory is probably going to the league and district championship 2 years ago. That was a big thing for us as a team. We worked hard for that, so hopefully we'll repeat that this year and get a district championship or a league championship. Probably another team sport of sorts, maybe lacrosse or something. Just being part of a team is something that I've always enjoyed, and I've been competitive for a long time, so getting wins and being part of a sport is a big thing for me.
I'd be focusing right now on mainly track and working to get a medal in leagues and districts.
Key to team success is definitely working together on communication, getting everyone involved, and just being a good teammate on and off the field. Positive energy, and that's how you get a win.
The key is to work together. We have to stay positive out there, no negativity on the field, and we just have to keep going no matter what the outcome is.
I think as a team we're doing really well. We've definitely worked together a lot. It's a young team, so just older girls teaching some of the younger girls how things are done, and we're getting a lot of wins, so we're looking forward to districts and leagues, hopefully.
I think our team is coming out strong. We have a lot of young players out there, and I think they're all stepping up, and we're doing a great job.
It means a lot to me, I did track, it's an individual sport, but being part of a soccer team is a big thing, being a team on and off the field is huge, so being a part of this program has been a lot of fun for 4 years.
Being part of the team is like a second family to us. We're all really close. We hang out outside of soccer. We do a lot of team bonding, and we're super close.
Being on the soccer teams was a big thing for me. As a matter of fact, this video composed of the boys and girls soccer interviews and some video clips. Now let's take a look at the H8S Powerpuff game. Alright, what's up guys? Today I'm here with Gerarios, and today we're going to be talking about some Powerpuff, So how you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling pretty good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. So, how is your lineup today, and are you feeling about the tournament?
I feel like our lineup is pretty strong. We've been at it for 4 years, so I don't see why we would have a problem. We did really well last year, so I have faith that we'll do really well this year. And the tournament competition is going to be a little tough. Everyone's been getting better as they go throughout high school, so we'll just see how it turns out tonight.
Do you think that your team can win this?
Oh, our team can definitely win. Yeah, I feel like.
Well, why do you say your team can win this?
Oh, because we have a lot of diversity. We have people that are really good at catching, really good at throwing. Obviously, we got girls on the team that can really move out there in the field. So.
Okay. Alright, last question here. So, do you prefer girls football or boys football?
Well, to answer that question, I like boys football. But they're both very entertaining to watch at times, so it all depends on how the game goes. Because sometimes I wouldn't really like it that much on both sides. But if the game's competitive and it's really active, then of course I'm gonna enjoy it. So it varies.
All right, that sounds good. So yeah, thank you for your time.
Right,
so good luck tonight.
All right.
Seniors on three, 1, 2, 3, seniors!
got Jock over here, we got Aaron here. Part of tonight, so I had a quick question for them. So, how are you feeling about your lineup today and the tournament?
I mean, we got easily the best player in the entire tournament, Olivia Hine.
Okay.
She's going to be running past everybody.
All right.
I think we have the best lineup in the league, and it's going to be an easy win tonight.
So, you think you can win this?
Oh, easily. Seniors have no chance.
What about you?
We win every year, no doubt.
All right. So there's a question.
Where's the playbook, though? Where's the playbook?
All right. There's a question. Who's the best player?
The best player in the whole tournament?
Yeah. No, on your team. On
my team?
Yeah.
That's tough. It's either Madison or Olivia Hine.
Okay.
Great athletes.
What about you?
We don't have one good player, they're all good players, so we're going to go out there and have fun.
All right.
Nah, they're trash. They're trash.
A booga booga.
Volleyball is a traditional tournament that Salisbury High School holds every year. The varsity football player coaches non-football players, and each grade make a team of 11 players. This video composed of 3 interviews with Aaron Kahn, Jack Frankenfield, and Jarrell Rios. I also got a few clips of the game because it was an amazing night. Now let's see what's up with the field hockey team.
There were a lot of positive changes made within Salisbury's field hockey program in the past 2 years with the help of Coach Jane Brennan and assistant coach Katie Seagreaves. Let's take a look at what Coach Brennan had to say about this past season, as well as seniors Caitlin Keller and Melinda Rivera.
We are here with the Salisbury girls field hockey team coach, head coach, Coach Brennan.
Hi, Talia.
Hi. How are you?
Us again tonight. It's in the front of my mind.
We always practiced with passing drills, defense, working together, traveling together. I always like the forwards and the midfielders to practice, and I'm always screaming all 6. So I think that when it comes to working as a cohesive unit, is something that we practice all the time as a team.
Can't look back and run from what I feel inside. There's no more time to hide. Because
Unfortunately, the team doesn't have a great past record, but being a Salisbury Falcon graduate and also played field hockey here, I think my heart and soul is kind of with the program, and I wanted to see big changes.
We are in districts. What do you think we can expect to see in that final game? Or not final game?
Right. Well, the first round is the 24th of October, and we're looking towards that. We are most likely seeing Southern Lehigh, which we split with them this season, which means we lost 1 and we won 1. So I think that when it comes to what to expect, I expect to win. So I would say winning districts would be a huge accomplishment.
Help me find the right words to say to get us back on our. Can we try to fight against the grain of throwing out what we made?
Being positive and having a positive attitude towards the team really helps with having the team then play to their ability.
I feel again, oh now I feel again. We're bringing this back to life. We're picking up
Caitlin Keller from the Salisbury field hockey team. Caitlin, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I've been playing field hockey since 6th grade, and I start for varsity, and I'm a left midfielder. The way I feel I lead on the field is just getting everyone hyped and make sure our passes are clean and make sure we all get together, work together, make sure our passes are sharp. Off the field, just to make sure our team chemistry is very well together and that we all get along to make sure it transfers onto the field.
With Melinda Rivera from the Salisbury High School field hockey team.
I play defense. I'm a senior. It's my 4th year playing field hockey, and I start for varsity.
What would you say your favorite part about field hockey is?
Definitely when we're doing good during a game, just the whole team gets excited and we just trust each other, and it works out well, so that's fun.
Being on the field hockey team and holding a rather loose position made this video pretty fun to put together. My main focus was to compose a variety of clips taken during games, whether they were of players or interviews with the head coach that flow to an uplifting song. I thought these factors would give the audience a good perception of our field hockey program. So next we're going to take a deeper look at what goes on in our school.
In our fast-paced world, it is easy to forget about the sacrifices men and women make every day to preserve our country's freedoms. This Veterans Day, we wanted to see what Veterans Day means to a veteran inside our district. Take a look. Serving in the military in the USA means joining a special community of people that spend a portion of their lives serving our country. While looked at as an important role in our society, it is easy to forget what it really means to serve our country. When observing Veterans Day, celebrating the communities of veterans and their families means the world. And here's a deeper look into how with Salisbury's Barry Frick.
So what is Veterans Day?
Veterans Day today anymore, it's a day that's put aside to commemorate people who served in the military. Obviously it used to be something different, Armistice Day, to commemorate the end of World War I. And since we had more wars after that, they added it on, so it's not just for World War I veterans or for the Armistice, it's now for anybody who served. So that's the official title or reason for the holiday.
Today, there are tons of clubs and memberships that veterans can join in order to be a part of a community with those who can relate to their experiences in the service.
What does that mean to you, to have Veterans Day?
For me, I celebrate it for other people actually. For me, I think of the people that I served with. There's a few that are no longer with us. So I really look at it for other people who served. Very rarely do I even reflect on it for being me.
Aside from the veterans themselves, Veterans Day can also be a time to support those who are a part of a military family, whether they be a child or a spouse. This Veterans Day, we want to honor those who served. A special thanks to all veterans for making a special sacrifice to our country. A special thanks to Mr. Frick and all those who have dedicated time to our freedoms.
After being informed of the changes being made in our school cafeteria, I interviewed Ms. Lazick, the Director of Child Nutrition here at Salisbury. Let's see what she had to say. We are here with Ms. Lazick. What is your role here in the cafeteria at Salisbury?
So I'm the General Manager of Food Service for the entire school district. So I oversee the food service program, I create the menus, I help the schools with the purchasing, oversee all the employees.
And it is your first year, correct?
Yes.
So how do you feel that is going?
It's going well. My previous experience, I was in Minnesota, so being in a new state, there's all different regulations, but it's been great being in Salisbury. It's very close-knit.
Yeah.
I was in a very larger district, so having 4 schools, it's more of a community, so it's been a very positive experience here.
Glad to hear that.
Yes.
I heard that there was an app for the first time ever. So what can you tell me about that?
Sure. So the NutriSlice app has all the school menus. It does it by month and has the breakfast menu and the lunch menu. It has our daily options. So the high school, we have our grab and go line for the ballpark items. And then a new feature we started in October was mobile ordering. So you can order, make your own salads and subs, and we will prepare them for you so you don't have to wait in line, and then you can pick them up in the cafeteria. The app it's very easy to use. You don't need to create a profile or anything to use the app, and it's very convenient. I use it when I'm driving, when I'm going school to school, and maybe I don't know what's on the menu in a few weeks, I can look ahead, and it's very convenient.
Yeah, and it's available to everyone.
Yes, yeah,
wow.
Anyone can use it. And it's the same, it's web-based, so you can log in from the school district website as well. You can access it.
Are there any other things you'd like to add that are happening in the cafeteria?
Sure. So going into December, we'll be adding a few new recipes. For lunch, we have some soup recipes. So I can do a taste testing the day before we do that. So it's getting colder. We want to do something homemade for you guys. So we have some homemade soups coming. And then in December, we also have some breakfast items coming. We're going to be doing pancakes with a homemade compote. So it's like a homemade strawberry sauce and then an apple cinnamon sauce. So we're really excited to bring that in and keep feeding the kids of Salisbury.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You heard Ms. Lazick. Use the newer, faster, and more conventional way of ordering school lunch by going onto the NutriSlice app or website to access our lunch or breakfast menus. Also, make sure to check out the new items available on the menus. Thank you, Ms. Lazick, for the interview and for all you do as our Director of Child Nutrition. The process of filming my No Place for Hate feature was time-consuming, but definitely worth it. Seeing all that the club does in order to uphold their goals for our community is something I think everyone should see. So, let's take a look.
I say that my favorite thing about No Place for Hate is how we try to stop bullying, and we do different activities to stop hate and spread love, because there is a lot of that, and I think that it's important to give kids a safe place to be.
We are here with Mrs. Kennedy, the co-advisor of No Place for Hate. It is your second year, I believe, so how do you feel that is going?
So in my second year advising No Place for Hate with DOSE, I feel much more comfortable in what I'm doing. I feel like I have a clear vision of what it is that we're trying to do here at the school, and we've worked really hard to make sure that we're reaching out to students in different ways.
We are here with Ms. Dos Santos, co-advisor of No Place for Hate.
Mitchell and Ernesto were two of the people that wanted to head up the parade. And I know that Sydney Kramer went and posted those motivational signs in the hallways the other day.
A safe zone is something that you'll find here at the high school and also on college campuses around the country. They denote a place where anyone can go and be able to just be them. was originally created as a safe zone for the LGBT community, and the person in that room who has that sign would be willing to talk to you or help you or just be an ear, a shoulder to cry on if you need it, but you can feel safe and comfortable going in that room and being who you are.
I am here with Mark and Gabe. Mark and Gabe, what does it mean to you to be walking into a place for hate?
It means a lot to me personally because I don't like hate. I just like positivity.
Hey, it makes you feel good, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a good all-around school. Just excited.
Yeah.
That's great. We're excited all around here today.
Excited all around.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I think it's important to acknowledge just how happy the No Place for Hate atmosphere really is. The message they want to convey really is in the name of the club, and for such a small school, the kind and inspirational messages in the hallways to fundraisers that help several organizations go a long way. So thank you, No Place for Hate, for all you do.
STAR is an activity held by Mrs. Brenda Cherry. It's all about helping people and preventing people from hurting themselves. If someone needs help with something they're not comfortable talking about with a friend or family member, please be sure to see Mrs. Cherry.
You have your officers, you have your president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, thank you, I was like a money person. Okay, so those are the 4 official positions of any club, right? I appointed 2 unofficial officers. I needed a researcher and, well, actually I had 2 researchers, okay? I appointed them. I didn't ask the other officers. I didn't ask any club members because I needed them. You have your officers for you to go to and ask them about what we're doing. They are supposed to be in charge of organizing the activities and helping me out. But I personally needed 2 people to help me, and that's Casey and Sydney. Okay, nobody else talked to me about it. Nobody suggested anything. I appointed them. Okay, so I just want to go over that because they're not official officers. You guys didn't vote for them, but I, as a new advisor, I needed them to help me out. Okay, so if you have any questions about that, just make sure you ask me and I can answer your questions. So, October 27th is this Saturday. It is the drug drop-off day. I'm sure there's an official name for it, but I can't remember. We talked about it last meeting. If you have any leftover medications, like you had your wisdom teeth taken out, or your family members had a giant surgery and they were prescribed some drugs, official medication, and they don't use it anymore, in South Mall from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Officer Knopfstein and I are he's gonna be there the whole time. I don't know if I'm gonna be there the whole time. And we're gonna have a table for SAD. So if you want to go and participate, that is one of the ways that you can actively be a member of SAT. Because again, if you can't come to all the meetings, you have to participate in the activities. This counts for it. Do you know if you will be able to attend at least for half an hour or an hour and sit there and help out?
Okay, so the 27th is National Drug Take Back Day. But that's not the last day that you can drop off your prescription, and it's not only there. The CVS on South 4th Street is one that's all year round, that you can always take your pills there. I like their website, like if you Google National Drug Take Back Day, there's a whole website with all of the lists, if you put in your zip code of all of them.
So if you want to tell other people, it doesn't have to be that day. But for us, like for participating for our club, then it's from 10 to 2 p.m. So as of right now, it's just Nayeli and I. Sydney, anybody else? Even half an hour counts. Sapphire? Coralie? And we can talk about maybe be there at the same time if you want. You can email each other or talk. Just come to me during vacuum period. We just all go there for half an hour, an hour. Knopfstein's going to be there the whole time. So.
Right there.
Casey?
Yes. That's one.
Okay? Megan? And we'll just coordinate what time. Just to show up, to give a face to our club, okay? Because it's in our community. So SAD stands for Students Against Destructive Decisions. So it's a club that helps students when they're in trouble or when they're doing the wrong decision, like drunk driving, texting and driving, vaping, if they have suicidal thoughts, anything that is a destructive decision. We're here to provide resources. We show the statistics of destructive decisions, and we help students prevent those decisions. So. We're doing okay. That's the next question. We have about 50 students that are in our club. Around 20-25 are actively participating, which is still good. We have a list of resources. We have phone numbers, numbers you can text, organizations around the Lehigh Valley that you can go to. We have students that want to help other students to, if you're not feeling okay, if you feel depressed, or if you feel that you need help, we're the club to go to kind of find help. Well, I think it's awareness, to let students know that like drinking and driving is wrong. Getting intoxicated is wrong because you don't know what you're doing. You get in trouble, you can get into an accident. So I think talking about it is the best thing, so people know not to do it. Well, of course, like any drug or anything that affects you should be regulated. I don't know how, I'm not a politician, I don't know. But I think that by talking, by providing resources and students knowing, like watching videos of the effects of drugs, the effects of alcohol, and people, you understand like you don't want to do that. Like vaping, it affects you so much. Your lungs, it has a lot of toxins in it, not just the nicotine. So it'll affect you on the long run. So if you know that, then you probably won't do it. But if you don't know, then obviously you're gonna try it. So that's pretty much what SAD is.
I just want to say a big thank you to Mrs. Cherry and everyone who participated.
What else has been going on this year?
Let's head over to this year's happenings and find out.
Salisbury's annual turkey launch is a tradition Mr. Koba started all the way back in 1995, a time period equivalent to the Stone Age. Every Thanksgiving, Mr. Koba's Honors Physics 2 classes offer the chance to catapult a grocery store as far as their physics knowledge allows them. The group whose turkey goes the farthest gets extra credit in the class and their picture on Mr. Koba's wall. Let's see how good this year's catapults were.
Probably going to be giving me bunny ears while we do this interview.
And action.
I know better than to call back. I missed your call, I finally think I'm fine with that. I know it hurts when love bites back, but it's your fault, I wish you'd just accept that. I got a better place to be, where the only focus is me. Me and weightless got me feeling like I'm flying. I've been holding on to these dreams, I'm ready to take the leap, cause I've been holding on and it always starts.
As a part of this class, how excited are you today about the turkey launch?
I am very excited. These are some very awesome creations that these people made. I'm ashamed of myself and my friends that we didn't come together to make one.
Yeah, it's okay, but we'll get all the
Sorry, some of us had work. Me.
I got a better place to be, where the only focus is me. Let's go, feeling like I'm flying. I've been holding on to these dreams, I'm ready to take the leap, cause I've been holding on and it always starts.
Mr. Koba, how do you feel today went?
That went well, I think. I've seen a lot worse entries in the past. It's been pretty good. I'm impressed with the overall quantity and quality. I think one has some good quality to them.
And, you know, since this is a tradition, what exactly do you look forward to most about the turkey launch every year?
The fact that it's a tradition that I started. That's it. I mean, end on that cocky note.
One thing I like about the turkey launch is how creative every catapult is. Some are very simple yet effective, and then some are taller than the people who built it. Riley Donaldson, Peyton Stauffer, Madison Jewell, and Gabriella Grimm were the winners of the 2018 turkey launch. But congratulations to everyone who took the time to build the catapult to begin with, seeing that it was not a simple process. Hope you all enjoyed the video.
The first annual Falcon Frenzy was a success this year. The Falcon Frenzy replaces the annual Winter Pep Rally and introduces the girls and boys basketball teams and wrestling team along with the pep band. The basketball teams compete in skills competitions. The wrestling team does open wrestling in the old gym. Players and coaches are involved, and it allows for a nice night for family and friends. The Falcon Frenzy was definitely a fun event for the school and the township. Being able to see the teams compete and have fun was very entertaining. Hopefully this can become a common tradition at Salisbury. Students who applied to Moravian College received their news of admittance on Moravian Decision Day at Salisbury High School. After a group photo, I interviewed Katie Denver, Justin Burkhart, and Brett Minnick about why they chose to apply to Moravian College. On Tuesday, October 30th, Moravian College held their immediate decision day at Salisbury. Here are some interviews from those that got accepted. Congratulations on being accepted to Moravian College. Can you tell me why you applied to Moravian?
I think it's because they have a good business program and they're close to home, because they kind of want to stay close to here.
The most prevalent one obviously would be it's a beautiful and historic campus.
Well, you know, they're a great school, we're a great school. I like great schools, good grades, beautiful campus with good grades and good classes. Small school, good grades.
I enjoyed filming the event and interviewing the students. Congratulations.
Every year in the fall, Salisbury High School Theater Department puts on a great show directed by Will Irwin. This year, things were a little different. The scenes within the festival were all written and produced by students, creating new challenges and obstacles for the theater department to work through. While the view on the stage is beautiful, the magic truly happens behind the scenes. Here's what happens behind the scenes of a play produced by Salisbury High School students. Every year, the theater department puts together shows that go down in Salisbury history. Students and staff come together to ensure that the creativity instilled in us as children stays alive and carries, with some of us, through adulthood and our careers. This fall, the students of Salisbury were able to make strides towards self-expression, writing, and acting in their own plays. Although the acting within the plays is of course a huge part of the creation process, we often forget about all of the hard work that goes into the sets. Here's what it's like on a production night for Salisbury crew and some new members of the theater family.
So, since this is your first year, how do you like working with the cast and the crew, and what is it like working with Will?
Well, working with the cast is really good. Everyone's really positive. Like, if you mess up, they understand, they help you out, they talk you through everything. And working with Will is the same way. He's so positive and helpful. He talks you through it, he gives you corners since, you know, he acts himself.
Congratulations to the theater cast and crew for another successful production. The musical Honk will be approaching soon. Good luck to them, and make sure to get out there and see another Freddie Award-winning show.
It's true that the Fall Play is an exciting event for everyone at SHS around the beginning of the new school year, but nothing compares to the raw creativity felt in the theater community when the words they are acting came from their peers.
Finally, let's take a look at the community events this past year.
Every year, right before winter break, Salisbury hosts a breakfast get-together for the community at the high school. This annual breakfast is great for the community because it allows people to meet and talk with school board members, firefighters, and police officers. The breakfast is also accompanied by the high school band and chorus to play and sing traditional holiday songs. If you weren't able to attend the breakfast this year, here's what you missed out on.
Use that evidence. Please sit around. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. There goes my hero. It's ordinary. Don't just go.
We would like to thank everyone who showed up and made our annual Salisbury breakfast an enjoyable time.
Given today's political climate, the 2018 midterm election seemed like a very important event to shed light on. Let's take a look at what some of our teachers, as well as Salisbury alum Connor Zamora, had to say about the election.
I'm here with Mrs. Kennedy. Mrs. Kennedy, do you plan on voting in this election?
Absolutely, I vote in every single election.
We are here with Mrs. Wiskera. Mrs. Wiskera, will you be voting in tomorrow's election?
I will absolutely be voting in tomorrow's election. I have voted in every election, primary and the November election, since I have turned 18. It's a lot of elections.
That is a lot of elections. We are here with Mrs. Basil. Will you be voting in tomorrow's election?
I will most definitely be voting in tomorrow's election.
There you go. We're here with Mrs. Newman. Mrs. Newman, will you be voting in the 2018 general elections?
Yes, I will.
Here is Sean. Sean, Are you excited that this is your first year that you do that?
I am super excited. Go to the poll, get my voice out there.
We are here with Connor Zamora outside of the Eastern Salisbury Fire Department. Connor, being a first-time voter, what can you say about today?
I think as a first-time voter, it feels pretty big because I think today more than ever, casting your vote is pretty important. It's a big election, and yeah, I'm excited.
Why do you think it is so important for everyone to vote?
I think that it's incredibly important for people to vote because it's how the average person gets a say in the government. We have a say in who is making our laws, who's running our country. So I think it's incredibly important that everyone has a voice in every election.
What do you think we can expect for this election?
I expect to see a lot of young voters out. I expect to see very high voter turnout, but I don't think that we're going to see what we think we're going to see. Definitely a lot of Democrats taking some spots, but I don't think it's going to be the sweep that people think. Yeah.
The final outcome of the 2018 general elections resulted in the Democrats regaining control of the House by securing 233 seats, as opposed to the Republicans securing 199. As for the Senate, the Republican Party remains in control with a 52 to 47 majority vote win.
Big thank you to those who were interviewed for this project. Let's head back over to Lucas.
Thanks for watching Impact's very first segment of 2019. Hope to see you for the next one. Stay cool, Salisbury.